All right, Courtney, can we just talk about the week? So you've been working for us for a week. You're our
Yes.
new director of digital marketing, and we hadn't met. I was out of town and I didn't have a computer the week that we interviewed you, but you went through the rest of the interview process. And so we didn't get a chance to know each other. So a few days before you started, I was like, you know what? I didn't get to meet her. I'm going to make a Arvo playbook just about me and my personality and just like some work related things. So, my management style and a little bit outside of work, 2 hobbies. So, what was it like getting that for the first time?
It was so exciting. I was in the hair salon and I was checking emails. I said, oh, I have some time. Let me just catch up on some things. And I saw your email. Bo let me know that you'd reached out. And I was going through the different links. And when I saw the personality profile, I was like, oh, what's this? And I was just really pleasantly surprised to see that it was kind of just like a little write-up on who you were, how you like to communicate, your personality type, your hobbies. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. So here I was at the salon showing all the ladies. I was like, look at this. And having them read through it. And I was like, oh, she sounds so cool. She sounds like who I aspire to be. And we were all fangirling, to be really honest, over your profile.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we were. And then when you tasked me with the ability to create my own, I was like, yes. So here I am sitting here working on it, editing it, and trying to think what are the things that if someone who's never met me before, and this was the only thing that they could learn something, from about me, what would I want to put in it? Or if I wanted it to almost be like a reference guide, right? Like maybe you're like, man, I don't understand this piece of her personality, or why would she say it that way? They can go back to that and almost say, she told me right here, So
it
I
really
was
does
just trying to make
help
it
kind of knowing
comprehensive.
why people are the way they are, just to
Yes.
know their personality type.
Yes. And I know I took the next step to say, hey, if you see these behaviors, even things that people have noted to me, like, oh, when you did this, my, perception of you was this, but now I see it was actually this other thing. Okay, well, how can I go ahead and keep that from happening now and alert you to it? So it gave me the opportunity to do that. And it gave us just immediate things to connect on. Like
It really
your family
did.
had dogs and I
Yep.
have a dog, and
I've gone
just
skydiving as well, and you took an awesome video, which I didn't do, and I regret it now. But so, tip for anybody: if you go skydiving, do the video
do the
because it was
video.
so fun watching yours. But it really was like you created. I think it was a Friday late
Mhm.
afternoon or evening
Yeah.
when you sent yours back, and I was just blown away, and I copied it and I sent it to our executive team, and I'm like, this girl is so cool. She is like amazing, and I just felt like there was so many fireworks to start out your
Yes.
first day. Like we had things to
Yes.
connect on. We knew each other so much better, and which could have taken us months to figure out
Yes.
about each other.
Because sometimes you don't even know the right questions to ask, which is what made your profile really, really cool, because it gave me, oh, wow, these are the things that I would be trying to watch for and learn and feel my way out. But here it is right here in front of me. So it was like the perfect base as well to work from.
And we should say too that we're remote. So the only time we get together
Yeah,
is these Zoom
right
calls for
here.
meetings and things. Yeah. So for like, that's all you get. You don't get walking down the hall and chit
Mm-mm.
chatting. It's like, you slack a
How
little
was your
bit and you do Zoom
weekend?
calls.
Yep.
So, I mean, last week, your first week, like I just really felt like we just knew exactly how each other
Yeah.
worked and we didn't have to say I'm sorry or apologize for, if we felt like we were overstepping each other. Like we both are drivers, we both could see,
Mm-hmm.
our vision on
Catch the
things.
vision, the synergy.
Exactly. So we had that synergy. So it was my best first week with a new person starting.
And it was my best first week starting in the company, to be honest. Like, you guys have been a dream come true. And I think that creating that personality playbook, what it did was set the tone for the culture that you're hoping to create without you having to physically do anything. It immediately like
it did
gave me a
feel
base.
that way. And it was not,
Mhm.
I mean, we were intentional, I thought of the idea of doing it. So we definitely had that intention, but we didn't understand what a big impact, that small
Yeah.
step. It didn't take you very long at all to create your personality profile. It didn't take me
No.
very long. So it's a small thing, probably less than 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if you do the 16 personalities quiz, because you have to take the quiz.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more than 30 minutes, but we're not talking about a huge amount of time. And so I was not prepared for just how amazing that experience was going to be on both sides for us.
And even just sharing it with the people that were around me. Like I said, I was at the hair salon. And then when I left the hair salon, I went to visit a couple of friends. And I was like, guys, this is so cool. Look at this. And they were absolutely floored, amazed in all the best ways, because they literally thought to themselves, if my job had this, how much better off would I have been? How many learning curves would this have cut out?
I'm
So,
glad that even just getting that feedback of it from an outsider looking in, I think that is just really speaks highly of what small thing that you and I did together.
yeah.
We used our software Arvo, which you can create playbooks, and we, went in and just created this small thing. So really anybody can go in and create a playbook on
Yes.
themselves and share it in. And you have a new team member that's, had worked for us for a while, but she got put on your team. And so she created her own personality playbook to share with you too.
And it also, again, cut out that learning curve. I was able to key in, here are the ways she likes to learn. Here are the things that she likes to do. Here are some pieces that we can connect on. You know what I mean? So it gave us the ability to do that immediately. And we kind of hit the ground running ever since, honestly. And it
Yeah.
hasn't even been a week.
No, y'all didn't even really get to start working together till like Wednesday or Thursday of last week.
Yeah,
So it's
but I
only been a
feel
few
like
days.
we've been working with each other for years. That's how it feels. We're right there.
Y'all
So
are. And I will say we're all dog lovers. So all three of us. Well, if anybody wants to create their own playbook, they can go to Arvo. And I'm just so excited that you're a part of our team and that we could have this magical experience together for the very first time for each of us.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's easy, by the way, if you're watching this, it's easy to create the playbook. That was my first time ever using Arvo, all right? And I was able to just walk through it and figure it out on my own. Alane didn't even have to send me kind of like a, hey, here's a how-to or anything like that. Matter of fact, she had said, hey, you can do this on Monday, but I was like, I'm jumping in now. So it's very intuitive as you're going through the steps for creating your playbook.
Well, thank you, Courtney. And to everybody else, hope to see you in Arvo.
Bye.
Bye.